I want to launch this video by starting off with a history of my play in the Fallout universe. I have played 1 through 4 in its entirety. I have not played New Vegas, and I know many of you say it was the best in the franchise. Now, if they do remaster it, I will play New Vegas in its entirety. As far as Fallout 76, I originally played on PlayStation for several hours. Just before the Wastelanders update, I stopped, got rid of my PlayStation, and then was gifted it for PC and have logged in over 3,000 hours on the PC with 5 different characters. So I want to talk about the Atomic Shop, and I want to cover first the cash bundles. I've actually purchased the Fallout 76 Burning Springs. I'm not sure why they called it Burning Springs. It doesn't look like it has anything to do with it. But I purchased it more for the atoms. You get about $11 worth of atoms for the cost of 8. So it definitely was a little bit more of a deal on the atoms. Now it does come with an ammo producer that produces 6 different types of ammo. One of your choice. I often go with the 45. I sometimes use the Elder's Mark. So it helps. It produces ammo quickly, up to a max of 60 with the 45. There is a in-game option that you can buy with gold from Mortimer at the Crater. This is it. It has a higher yield, but produces slower, and it does have more options for ammo. I want to talk about the current bundle, the Mojave bundle. Currently, it's in the Atomic Shop for $30 US. People say that it's a pay-to-win bundle because of the 4-star weapon that you can get the plans for, that you can craft and learn the 4-star mod. Now, I've played a lot of gacha games in the past, and those games were pay a lot of money for high-end god tier summons for a competitive edge, and that's the real definition of pay to win. In this case, you can get the 4-star mod in stage 3 of the raid. I don't see a lot of people putting it on more than 1, maybe 2 melee weapons, usually the strongest of their weapons. So I don't see a need to buy it to learn the plan, unless your goal is to learn all the plans in the game, which this is an easy way to do so. But I'm not sure the bundle itself is worth it entirely. One of the reasons I'm always hesitant in buying the larger $30, $40 bundles are, in the past I have bought some and ended up getting burned from it. I purchased the Gone Fission bundle for the live bait bucket because it was an easier way to gain improved bait. It often only produces 3 to 4 live bait at a time. The rest is common bait, and then later on Bethesda made it a lot easier to get improved bait. So it was definitely a waste of money for me. There were other items in the bundle, that ended up not being worth it at all. So I'm always hesitant for this. So everybody has their own style of play. If something is there that you like in the bundle and that's the only reason that you want to buy that bundle, then that is your prerogative. Go for it. There's a few other things to talk about in the Atomic Shop. One is when buying a camp kit, often the camp kits don't come with the foundations or sometimes the roofs, and Bethesda doesn't always write down what are in some of the bundles, so you tend to buy things and not get everything that you were hoping for. I bought the Abandoned Mine bundle and it didn't come with the foundations, and it hadn't come with the roofs as well. So I was disappointed and had to buy them separately. Fortunately, Bethesda does mark things down if you have parts of the bundle, but there also have been times where I've had an item in the bundle and it wasn't marked down, so I actually had to address it with Bethesda's support. I have on 2 occasions clicked on a bundle to see what was in the bundle, and it purchased it using my atoms, and didn't give me the option to purchase, or there is no "are you sure" message. I thought originally it was maybe my controller button was sticking, but I recently saw a video from Mr. Church, who also seemed to have had the problem as well. So now I know it's not just me. So one of the things I've learned is not to put yourself in a box. Don't stick to one gun, one build type, whether it's commando or bloodied. There's a lot of reasons for that. One of them being sometimes if you're a commando, your weapon may not put out enough damage, or the rate of fire may not be fast enough. For some bosses, certain builds may not be suitable for the raid if you wanted to do the raid. Also, another reason is often either Bethesda will nerf a weapon or increase another one that you're not currently using. Just recently, my favorite weapon to use, and what I usually use during my everyday grind, is the bow. I like to use the cryo bow because on the bosses it'll give me enough time to shoot because the rate of fire is slower.
Finally, our portable. If you can get it back.
Bethesda recently did an update which basically caused the bug for the cryo not to work. So now I switched up the bow to a poison bow, which isn't as fun for me. So it is affecting my gameplay. But you should still want to have fun with your builds. So if you're, say, build a character based on a build you see one of the other content creators put out, make it your own. So maybe the build doesn't do 1100 points a shot and instead does 900 points a shot. But the quality of life perks that you like are there, and it allows you to play the game while optimizing the amount of damage you can do maintain a good gaming experience. Also, when it comes to having fun, I like to set goals for myself. Even if it's small goal, big goal, even if it's not just to, well, let's get all the plans from the Mothman Equinox, or whatever event is taking place during that time period, or even the Fasnacht masks, trying to get them all. But do other things that allow you to play and maintain that interest in playing the game, so that way you don't experience the 76 burnout, which I myself have experienced. I have done in the past trying to get all the in-game plans, or trying to grind the expedition to obtain as many stamps as I can, so I can try to purchase everything at once. So my current goal that I set for myself is I'm trying to get my main character all the camp allies using gold. So I'm doing all the daily quests as well as any events that pop up, while I'm also grinding for grunts so I can get the wanted poster. So I keep myself motivated for the game. Maybe try to set a goal of completing some of the challenges on the challenge list. If you do some of the daily challenges for the Season scoreboard, you'll be surprised on how many of those affect the challenges on the actual list for character challenges, or even some of the scout badges where all you have to do is go in and take the quiz and you've already completed everything else on that particular badge.
Raiders are just out there, waiting for a chance. The quicker... I see you have a... You are? I'd hate to think what the Raiders could do with a portable...
I could really go for a hoagie. Sandwich.
We no longer
So,
stock
one of the things
water
that I've
ice.
done in the past
Water
to
is not also
keep
ice.
my mind on the
Do
game
not
and not burn
ask
out
for
is
water,
I
ice,
have
and
created
sunny.
another character, or like I said before, I have 5. One of them being a ghoul, but I always use my main character if new content comes out or a new event. That character is always going to be my main character. But I've actually changed that character originally to a ghoul back in its lower levels.
Might be rough
And
around the edges here.
Then
All
what
are
ended
welcome.
up happening was I found that it was a little bit too
Your
difficult
life hit rock bottom too.
for that character to do it. Not all of my legendary perks were maxed or even close to being maxed at that time. So I created another character and focused on maxing out the legendary perks. Ghouls really are powerful if you can get all of the ghoul cards that you needed for a specific build to line up with non-ghoul cards. That way it maxes out the potential of the ghoul. So creating a ghoul at 50th level just kind of doesn't make sense. I wanted to make a heavy weapon of that school, adding faulty spots, glowing critical, on top of all the other crit savvy and the other luck. Needed 15 in luck. I also wanted to add as many onslaught perks as I can, but also have action ghoul. So it became very difficult to really optimize a ghoul at lower levels. So I recommend a higher level and try to maximize as much of your legendary perks as you can. And don't go immediately for the ghoul. It may cause you to lose interest in playing that ghoul. One of the things I've learned is that bugs and glitches happen
Rust
in this
King's
game
goon.
often.
Expanding.
Some would say that it's kind of the charm of the game,
Keep your head
and
down.
that it offers a little bit of comic relief here and there. Sometimes it gets a little annoying. Sometimes Ward just keeps repeating his statements over and over again.
For folks like us,
and not giving
there will
you
always be
his
work.
rewards.
Burning Springs.
Sometimes it actually affects gameplay, like the case with the cryo not doing the slow effect. Or sometimes Bethesda will say, we fixed it, when it really did not get fixed. Then new content will come out and players will just forget about the bug and just live with it. Here's one of the examples. Bethesda fixed this twice, the loot all option when looting from downed enemies. So it's supposed to work where you look down, you immediately hit the X button, and you can loot all. Instead, you actually have to look away after the first time looking at the enemy. And then you can go back and loot all. Or in the case of the cryo damage slow effect, Bethesda decided that rather than them fix it right away, it's been that way for 2 weeks now, and it doesn't look like it's going to be fixed until another 4 weeks from this point. So it seems that anytime Bethesda decides they want to fix something, something else gets affected.
You need to fix it.
So it's more often that they end up just leaving the glitch or bug the way it is. So that's it for now. I may put out another video with a little bit more stuff that I learned. I know a lot of this seems negative, but I do enjoy playing the game, and I'm sure you will too. Thank you for watching the video. Please smash the like button, subscribe, follow me on TikTok, and join my Discord. The link will be in the description below.